All right. Oh, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Trip. Let me go ahead and do something about this. This could be distracting. But yes, let's go ahead and let's talk about. Let's go ahead and let's talk about the the Elseworld finale and the entire all three shows. Let's go ahead and let's react to this. This one was a fantastic one, but how about the stunner at the end that they are actually doing next year? Crisis on Infinite Earths. So now here's the thing. I don't know a lot about like the entire comic book, something like that. I'm not a big guy. I get all my information from Emergency Awesome, Charlie Snyder. You should go follow him on Twitter and go to his YouTube channel if you Emergency Awesome. So, and that's where I get my information from. And, and he's talking about that the Crisis on Infinite Earths is what happens with Flash. In that in that thing. So, see, that's interesting now, right? Because that's supposed to be 2024. So unless they're gonna do a jump in time with all of the shows, it's gonna be interesting, I think, to think about, right? And we may get a whole bunch of other stuff. We may get, Green Lanterns, and we may get a a lot of other things too. So this is gonna be just incredible. But let's go back and let's start from Sunday's episode. I thought Sunday's episode was really good. With uh, 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 Oliver Queen waking up as Barry Allen and everything like that, and him having being with Iris, and then him trying to figure out who's who and everything like that. So I thought that was a great episode. I also like the fact that it seemingly there was a big episode, but there was also in each episode there was another story to it. So to the first, even though we know we had the Monitor and what he's doing, trying to get people ready for this crisis on Infinite Earths that is now happening. The fact that there was also like the big bad, and it had to be, it had to be a Mazo, and that was cool to see, the Mazo coming back, and glad to see Superman working. In fact, and this is what I wanted too. I think, I think you gotta have this, right? You gotta have Superman working together, right? You gotta have that. You gotta have that working together, and I really, really wish that Supergirl had started on CW so that there wouldn't have to be all this, Earth 38 and Earth 1 bull crap. Because it's just not good, really. I think it doesn't make good because and they keep referencing the fact that all the Earths are kind of the same. You can go back to like last year's, last year's storyline. I was watching that last night actually when Harrison Wells was saying there's 53 Earths, there will be 53 Kryptons, 53 cars, but we've never seen Earth 1 car yet. We've seen Earth X's car, and we've seen Earth 38, but we don't see Earth 1. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe what they'll do is that they'll use this crisis on Infinite Earth to kind of merge 38 and 1 together, so that the car will be on Earth 1, after the crisis is over. So, and the crisis, that could be entirely new thing. I mean, they could really go down with just doing Crisis on Infinite Earth all season long. That's what it could be. It could be Crisis on Infinite Earth could be all season long. And I think that is something I think would be excellent. That would be actually perfect. If the entire season of every show, I'm talking about every show, bring in the legends, Supergirl, Batwoman is supposed to be back. Started. The Flash and Arrow. I'm not sure about Black Lightning. I'm not even sure if we want Black Lightning in with all of this because that's a story on its own, and it's just not. I'm not sure how it's filling over with the rest of everybody. I tried to give it a chance. I thought that it was going to be. I thought it started to get good at the end last year. So I kind of thought this year was going to be different, but it's still the same old thing. The young girl is she doesn't want these powers or anything like that. Doesn't want to like do something with them, and it's just a lot of other stuff that is really turning me off. So I'm still watching it, but I'm not big into it really. So if they really want to keep that separate, that's fine. That's perfect. Keep that in a whole nother universe. A universe that's not even a part of the DC, TV universe, the Arrowverse, as they like to say. Just keep it by itself. So that's what I hope. So it would be easy to see um what could happen. So I really am hoping that that's what happens, and all of these shows have to deal with Crisis on Earth, and I really would like, and it may be like, even though maybe like the big storyline is like the Crisis on Infinite Earth, but there still could be many stories. You can still talk about how in Flash him catching the criminal of the week or something like that. While him and everybody else trying to figure out how to help, Crisis on Earth, and same with Supergirl, same with Arrow, same with DC, same with the Legends. Legends can, can figure out, the time anomalies or whatever, magic anomalies, whatever's going on, while still trying to help their friends out in 2019, right? Helped out in 2019 about Crisis on Infinite Earth. So, but first episode I thought was really, really good. The second episode I thought was also pretty good as well. In fact, they introduced the Batwoman character. I thought, I know when the first was announced that Ruby Rose was going to be Batwoman, there was a lot of consternation about her, things like that, because apparently Kate Kane in the comics, I guess she's either gay or she's bisexual, and Ruby Rose isn't one of those or something, and then there was people mad about that, and then also Kate Kane, I think Kate Kane is also Jewish, and apparently Ruby Rose isn't Jewish or something like that. So there was a whole lot of stupid, getting part of this dumbass outrage culture that is just ridiculous. But but I think she played it really well. I really did. I really do think she did. So good on her. For her, and I think she shut up some of the haters. Well, I thought it was a great story. I love the way it ended. The way it ended with Oliver and Felicity bringing in, wrapping up their love scene that they had, and then bringing in John Wesley Shipp as the Flash from the '90s, and of course, he's from Earth 90. Wink, wink. And by the way, really quick, let's get back to that. Can we talk about how that trailer that was playing all last week before the thing where they were going through, they were showing everybody was dead, and it was like Oliver, it was the Star Girl, and it was the Hawkman and Hawkwoman, and Green Arrow, and like everybody else was dead, and it was just wow, and that was just incredible. So I love the fact how he came back, and then apparently, again, according to Emergency Awesome, that little wink when he said, "John, where's your ring?" That's what he kind of wink, because everybody was wondering if maybe John Diggle on Arrow would end up being a Green Lantern. He obviously did not go that way. They looking to make a Green Lantern movies, but I thought that was fantastic as well, and it was just totally incredible. Um, And then there was the ending when he gave the book back to Deegan, and then he made it roll around again. The list that leads us to tonight's episode, and it was just and tonight's episode I thought was great too. And you can't help but to wonder, what did Oliver give up? What did Oliver give up to save Barry and thing? There was, this again. There's a whole lot of Smallville elements from the old Smallville show they ran on the CW. And in that, if you guys remember, you guys are Smallville fan, you may remember back in season 5, I think it was the 100th episode or thereabouts. Actually, it was actually before the 100th episode. Actually, it was like the second. It was the third episode. It was the third episode. Clark had given up his powers, and he had got shot, and he basically died. But Jor-El took him back, gave him back his life, and told him that his destiny was too important for him to die. So he had to exchange a life for a life, right? To balance the universe. And so, and so then that came on later. That came on later with first off, I believe again, I think that still was the 100th episode. It came off with the first episode with the death of Lana Lang, and then what's his fate? And then Clark went back, tried to get Jor-El to turn it over again. So he saved Lana, ended up having his father die, and so that was incredible. So I wonder if that's what it is. I wonder if he's going to give up his life when the time is needed, next year doing Crisis on Infinite Earth to make sure that Clark and to make sure that the Flash and Supergirl stay alive. So that's gonna be very interesting. But yeah, great episode tonight. This 3-night crossover. I thought it was good. Once again, I really think they need to just keep it going. It needs to be with all of the shows. It really does. There should be 5 nights. And like I said, they're bringing on a Batwoman show, so that can be it, right? Have the Monday show, the Tuesday show, the Wednesday show, the Thursday show, and the Friday show. It should be, especially if it's. Well, here's what I'll say. I'm getting so happy and giddy. If it's if it's a crossover event, then it needs to be all 5 nights and with all of the shows, Supergirl, Arrow, DC, and the Legends, the Flash, and then Batwoman, right? It needs to be across those shows. But if Crisis on Infinite Earth is going to be all season, if it's going to be all season, then that's okay. They don't need to do it obviously like that. But it should be, Crisis on Infinite Earth should affect all the shows. It should affect all the shows, and hopefully that's what it does. So, yeah. But this was awesome. So, post your comments down below, y'all. Tell me what you guys think. And what you guys thought about it. Did you guys like it? Tell me your favorite part of this crossover. Let me know down in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy AJ Tripp signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there, and I am out. Wow.